Hello!
Welcome to Forex Economic News Channel. I'm Anna Kasatkina.
And I'm Marina Generalova.
You're watching a combined review of the currency and commodity markets for the last week.
So what trends dominated on the currency market last week?
Investors were concentrated on the Eurozone inflation report. The latest data alleviated concerns regarding the possible results of the next ECB meeting.
And how did the euro behave in the context of these developments?
Friday saw the single currency surge to the high against the greenback since the start of the year. The whole world is currently worried by the tensions in Ukraine. As the Ukrainian authorities informed on Friday, 2,000 Russian militants landed in Crimea. However, in accordance with 2010 Kharkiv Pact governing troop deployment at Sevastopol base, Russia did have the right to do it, and such action can hardly be regarded as military intrusion into Ukraine. Moreover, Vladimir Putin stressed that the approval of troop deployment given by the Federation Council is not an intervention as such. The euro versus the US dollar pair gained about a cent and rose to $1.38.06 US cents for $1.37.08 cents, registered on Thursday. Over the month, the European single currency increased by 2.3% in relation to the American dollar. Inflation in the Eurozone remained flat at 0.8% in February as compared to 2013. The US economy was reported to grow by 2.4% year-on-year in the fourth quarter, and this was exactly what the analysts had expected. The reading was revised downwards from 3.2% as consumer spending proved to be weaker than thought. The final reading of the consumer sentiment indicator released by the University of Michigan constituted 81.6 points in February versus 81.2 points seen in January. Against the Japanese yen, the dollar fell to 101.85 yen from Thursday's mark of 102.17 yen. In February, the yen was able to consolidate by 0.1% in relation to the US currency. Friday morning was marked by a series of new macroeconomic statistics from Japan. The unemployment in the land of the rising sun came in at 3.7%, while the industrial output soared by 4% against the forecasted 3% growth. The core CPI rose by 1.3% in February, even though experts had expected it to gain 1.2%. Nevertheless, February was the 8th month of unceasing inflation growth, which might signal that Japan has escaped deflation. But in comparison with December, inflation slackened. It kicked off fears that the overall trend of acceleration might weaken. And that's all I have to say on the currency market for now.
Thank you for giving an outline of Forex, Anna.
You're welcome, Marina. Now let's turn to the commodity market. What are the recent developments?
Oil purchases edged up, but gold was belted lower.
What influenced the decisions of the speculators?
While the US consumers have become more confident, additionally the Chicago PMI suggested better demand for the black gold. Amid this background, the oil futures grew in price on Friday and posted a monthly gain of 5% in February. The futures contract for April delivery grew by 0.2% to $102.59 a barrel in New York. The weekly gain was 0.4%. Other factors that pushed the oil price up were a lower dollar rate and S&P 500 bouncing into high ground. The cost of April Brent contracts inched up by 0.1% to $109.07 per barrel. Over the entire month, the Brent oil ticked up by 3%. Meanwhile, on Friday, gold futures lost part of the value. The reason was the release of the US consumer sentiment data and the Chicago PMI. Amid the unveiled figures, investors rushed to sell the yellow metal. April gold futures declined by about 0.2% over the last week, yet the contracts climbed roughly by 6.6% for the last month. On Friday, the gold futures got down by 0.8% and stood at $1,321.60 during trades on COMEX.
Marina, thank you for the focus on the commodity market.
You're welcome, Anna.
And this was a weekly review of the currency and commodity markets prepared by Forex.
And presented to you by me, Marina Generalova.
And me, Anna Kasatkina.
Thank you for your attention.
And goodbye.